just going to get you to work on this project for me. Log into Salesforce. And then when you're in Salesforce, come up here to the little star in the top right hand corner. Click that, scroll down about 80% of the way, and then you'll see a field. It'll be blue with a little folder called Rig Reports App. So then we'll just go ahead and we'll click that. And then what I do is I click on the name and it kind of sorts it alphabetically, or it doesn't kind of, it does sort it alphabetically. And the one that I'm interested in is this CA Rig Reports. Then I can go ahead and click on that. I'm just going to close a couple of these off here real quick. And then I just want you to go through, really, I think we're going to run out of room in our lead list. So we'll just kind of go through until we don't have any room left. But we'll go to Paramount Resources, hold your control key down, opens up that new tab. When you're in the record for Paramount, account record for Paramount Resources, under the LinkedIn company page, you can click that, opens up the LinkedIn company page. Once you get to the page, hit these three little dots here and go to view it in Sales Navigator. And then once we're in Sales Navigator, open it up, all employees. So just click on that. And here in function, this one happens to say operations there, and that's what we're looking for. I could hit this little plus here and say operations, or choose operations from the pick list if it's right there. So if operations isn't right there, obviously to click, then I can go ahead and type in the word operations and it will come up. I'm going to click on that. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to look at this list. I'm going to come down to the connections area. And I'm going to choose my first connections. And then in this case, I only have two. Select all, save to list, and then I have a list there. You might have to scroll up and down to find it. It's called Grand Prairie Operators. And then I just go ahead and select that. And then that's good. I've added them to the list. And I'm just going to make sure that that is the case here. So let's see here. There's my two in the list, which is great. Then I'm just going to go back here. This you don't have to do. I was just checking it here. And I'm going to come back and say, hey, view in Sales Navigator. And all of them. And then I've got my operations. And now what I'm interested in is I want to add people that I'm connected to, these people, and in another list. And so how we're going to do that is hold your control key down, click on Sherry's name, the person's name. Then once you get to their record, go to 89 mutual connections, say view all, and then go ahead and select all. And when you scroll down to the page, there happens to be 4 pages of them here. And then what I want you to do is I want you to come over here to save to list. And then you'll, the first one you'll probably have to scroll down, and I think it's in, and then I've got Grand Prairie OFS. So the people connected to the operators, so the operators we put in the Grand Prairie operators list, the people connected to them we put in the Grand Prairie's OFS. Then for this contact, I'll come down and I'll do the same thing for this one here, and I'll just finish the first person so you don't have to do it. Save to list, Grand Prairie OFS, and then come down here, number 3, and then save to list, Grand Prairie OFS, and then come down here, and then save to list, and Grand Prairie OFS. There we go. So now I've done that individual, so I can close this tab. That's Sherry right there. That's the first person we did. If I look at Todd and I just hold my control key down and I click on Todd, then I look over here and I say, hey, let's see Todd's 35 mutual connections. Say view all. And then I'm going to add these guys to Grand Prairie OFS. And do that. So in the first one, Paramount's big company, all together in operations, they've got 6 pages. We're probably only going to, we have 1,000 maximum in that Grand Prairie OFS folder. We might hit them all. We might hit 1,000 just off of Grand Prairie. So in that case, if that happens, let me know. And then I will go ahead and create a second folder. And then when you're done Paramount, then you come back over here, close all these tabs, and look at Crescent Point. And then we just do the exact same thing. We look at Crescent Point. We're going to come over to the LinkedIn copy page. Once we're at the page, we're going to say I want to view it in Sales Navigator. Once I'm in Sales Navigator, I want to look at all the employees. I'm going to come over here, function as operation, so it was there for me. I'm going to look at my first degree connections. I'm going to add them to my list. Then I'm going to exit out of first degree connections. And then I'm going to come into mutual connections. And then just collect those. Let me know when you get to 1,000, and then I'll create a second list for you. So, yeah, if you can do this project for me, that'd be great.